I'm Kelly with Pet Pals. We are talking with the most amazing Toni from Dirty Dog about nail trimming.
Choosing the paw, just make sure that the dog is comfortable and steady. And then they're going to be most comfortable when you cut their nail. I'm going to start off her back nail. And we want to make sure that it's the same angle as her actual pad. Sometimes it's nice to give the foot back to the dog. So like she was hesitating, so I give her foot back and then I take it back. Because sometimes a dog will want to do that fight or flight or push-pull. Like if I'm pulling, they're going to want to pull back. So I give the paw back and then I pick it up again. And we'll continue to cut. Some dogs that's the best, so I'm going to cut it, give her her paw back, and then I'm going to pick it back up. We'll finish all her paws. Sometimes just holding them close to your body, holding her paw out. Just trimming her nail. So again, sometimes with your dogs, you're just going to have to play with positions and see what's comfortable with them. So sometimes just letting them sit in your lap, and then taking out a paw. Winston, show you here. Winston has these big, beautiful ears and these big, beautiful slippers. But the thing is you need to make sure that you keep the ears out of the way because it's going to catch in his hair, so we don't want that to happen. So I make sure I have a good grip, and I'm pulling the hair away from his nail. And I'm going to hold each digit because I don't want this to jump on his nail because then it's going to be uncomfortable for him. So we want to make sure hair is out of the way on the ears and hair on the feet when you're doing that. So, and just slow. When you're first using it, it's very uncomfortable. So just maybe one nail at a time until you gain some confidence with your dog. Right, Winston? That we're going to want to stay the same angle as the paw itself and the pad, so that's the same angle that we're going to want to cut. And as you can see, we stayed away from the quick a little bit because remember this quick and this red part in the nail is a vein, and it's a nerve. So that means if we were to have cut right by that pink, it's going to hurt the dog and it will bleed. So I suggest that you stay away from it, and the dog is comfortable. You're creating trust with this dog, and you're going to be able to cut the nail over and over again. I'm just going to talk tools a little bit. So the biggest thing is obviously this is larger, so it's going to fit like your large Mastiff nails, your Labs. And this smaller one I would use on like a Maltese, a Yorkie, a Shih Tzu, or Winston. And the thing that I look for, because I've used a lot of nail trimmers, is I just really like the feel of this one in my palm, and it fits my hand properly, and that's why I like this brand. So there's lots of nail trimmers that are gonna work fine for you, so just put them in your hand really and see what is comfortable for you. So that's why there's multiple sizes, and it's just like a scissors or a clippers. So you want to make sure this blade stays sharp, because a dull blade, it's not going to cut as fast, then you're going to be pulling the dog's nail and foot and it's not going to be comfortable. So make sure that you're closing it. So every nail trimmer is going to be able to close, and make sure you keep it in a dry, cool place. So that's not going to get rusty, because of course rust, then it's going to dull. So make sure you pick out the proper nail trimmer that's just going to fit in your hand nice and you like the way it feels. And it's going to be perfect for the size of your dog's foot and nail. Another option would be a Dremel, and the reason why you would want to use that is to file, because once we cut a nail, the edges are sharp, and this is going to file the edges. You are going to want to still trim the nail and then end with the filing. The reason why you're going to want to do that and not do filing the entire length of the nail that you want to come off is because this is sandpaper. So if you're doing that for a length of time, it's going to be hot and it's going to be uncomfortable for your dog. So what we're doing is we will be taking off, just like we did on Winston here today, we cut his nails the length that we wanted. So now if I wanted to go just a little bit shorter and file the edges, then I'm going to finish with the nail filing, because we don't want to be uncomfortable for the dog, we don't want to create too much heat, so you're going to trim first and you end with the file. So the file is a great tool, it's just something that you use with the nail trimming. These are all the tips that we give you to trim nails at home, but if you don't want to do it at home, then come here to Dirty Dog Spa. And you don't need an appointment for nail trimming or trimming and filing. You can just stop in anytime. We have a groomer here from open to close. You can check our website or our Facebook or our Instagram for our daily hours. And one thing that I tell customers, if you want to maybe trim nails sometime, we welcome you to watch us. So you can watch us trim your dog's nails and file their nails, and maybe after you see us do it a couple times, you'll have some confidence to try it at home, but we don't mind you watching at all. And it's a service that you're gonna just stop in, ask for us to trim nails, and you're gonna watch us while we do it, and then you're gonna go right home, so you don't have to leave your dog. So you can call us and tell us you're coming, or you can just stop on in at Dirty Dog's Paw on South.